All right, Leo, here we go. It's time for the Leo soap opera, February 2026. Okay, here we go. Let's cut the deck. Let's see. I'm using the Rider Waite. I figured I'd go with a fresh deck for you, something we haven't used so far. You're my fifth stop in my 12 stop fly through, but you have the best frequency match, I think, of any of the combinations, any of the other angles on the cycle. It's amazing, you and this person. It just keeps giving me the same fucking thing all the time. Your theme energy here is the Page of Cups with the Ten of Swords. Well, I mean, the imagery says it all a little bit. Will you go out with me? No. But it's a big no. I'm not sure what's going on here. I feel like, I'm going to look at the third card. Yeah. I feel like somebody's not leaving a toxic connection or a partnership they have. They'd like a partnership with you, but they feel like you'd say no. That's what I think. Oh, you thought they were rejecting you? Oh, fuck no. Right? I mean, roles can be reversed here, but I'm pretty good about separating things, and I've been doing the Leo soap opera for a while. So this was going on before I got here to YouTube. No, I think they'd like to leave a connection. They're not sure. They go round and round with it a lot. They're holding on to your energy. I think they think you'd say no, or you'd laugh at them, or they'd lose face in some way if they came towards you. But they know that they have to come. It's a bit of a paradox in that they know that they have to come towards you in order to have a partnership with you. So that's why they go round and round with that. It's all over the place. This person's fucking nuts. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's go. So I hope it's not you, or I just called you fucking nuts. But, I mean, that's all right. I'm fucking nuts, too. Don't worry about it. It's cool. We can be nuts together. It's fine. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here where you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Okay? I'm not a fucking time lord. And with the Leo soap opera, all bets are off. All connections in this cycle, or any soulmate cycle, have a cycle themselves. You know, the energy around us is always cycles within cycles within cycles. You can picture like a target kind of a thing, right? On crack, though. The cycle of the Leo soap opera connection is extremely fast. I mean, if I'm to give it a planet, it's like Mercury in our solar system, right? It's just around the sun real fast. So, I mean, it just keeps coming around and around. Let's shuffle the deck. We're going to do a pyramid. This is how they feel about you. This is what they think about you. I think there's somebody else here than what they think about you and feel about you. There's another energy floating around. It's probably that toxic person they're married to, who probably, or in a relationship with, or the toxic family. Somebody keeps this person stuck. There's some sort of, I don't know. It's weird. It's a strange pull. Like, they hate it, but they put up with it. I'll never understand people like that. They hate it, but they put up with it. I get it. I don't know. Anyway, hey, not for me to judge. I just pull on the reading. It is what it is. Here we go. Yeah, I'm right. I'm spot on here. The overall energy of this pyramid is 10 cups, and it is fucking fairyland. They put up with the reality because of the fantasy. So they're in a toxic situation, or held back by toxic people, or a way of life, or trying to keep up appearances or some sort of status. They do it for the fantasy. This is only going to get worse in the coming months, but I don't know. I don't know why they got it in their head that you'd reject them or pick on them in some way or belittle them in some way. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure at all. So they stay put. I just wanted to see if I was right. I wanted to look what was under it. I said they stay put because of the fantasy, right? They stay put. They stay around because of the fantasy. They stay put. It's a Knight of Pentacles. And they stay put because of that. Right there, the Pentacle, which can buy the fantasy. I suppose it could. If you got two kids that don't get along, right? And you don't get along with your spouse, which is most of the families at the park that I've seen, right? Some well-placed $50 bills will take care of it, right? You know, I mean, for the kids, a 20 will do it. You know, it used to be when I was a kid, it was a 5, but you give a kid a 5 these days, and they look at you like, what the fuck are you, what the hell is this, right? They just rip it up in front of you. I want a 20. Okay, all right, calm the fuck down. You know. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. There's some sort of belief that money solves all problems or creates the fantasy. I don't know. I mean, how poor are you? Why? What do you offer that you offers a lot of love, but I mean, you got to have some pentacles. I mean, you're eating something. You got internet. You got to pay for that. I mean, I don't know. What's going on here? Who is this person in the Leo soap opera? I know I got an absorbent number of celebrity types in the Leo soap opera, or people. It doesn't have to be like a celebrity like you think on TV or something. It could be people who are high up in their company or somebody prominent. It could even be like politics type thing. And they always keeping up appearances. There's always paranoia with it. I get it. You're always worried. There's always something you don't want people to find out. Oh my God. I don't know. How do they feel about you? The Ace of Wands. They got big wood. Well, I mean, I could phrase it like that. We'll see more about that in a second here. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I get this all the time. The Eight of Wands. They get the urge. I'm telling you, I wasn't kidding about big wood. When a guy gets big wood, we get the urge, right? It's like, I know I don't want to stand up right now. Right? No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'll sit right here. Right? Slide in closer to the table. Right? No, they get the urge to talk to you all the time. They get the urge to come towards you all the time. But you look fabulous. You look like you're doing shit. You look like you got it going on. You're everything they wish they were. And they're not. Why? Because they keep buying into the fantasy with this, well, as long as I have this, then I've got this. Yeah, but what? It doesn't make any sense. They know, they're an old enough soul to know that it's all that matters is the soul. Money, you can lose that. I mean, you really can. The economy right now, the world economy right now is on a fucking teeter-totter, for God's sake. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. None of that means anything. If you base your entire self-worth on something pentacle-related, money, a job, status, things like that, that can all be taken away. And then when it is, you've got nothing. This person knows that. That's why you got to build your soul up. Okay, what do they think when they think about you other than you're fabulous? They feel this, just almost a jealousy here in a way. It's almost like they think if they feel if they talk to you, it's going to go poorly because you're better than them. It's a little bit of what I got in the Cancer reading, in that the Cancerian energy, the energy of my viewer, was showing somebody that they weren't as great as they thought they were. It's a little bit of that here, but this person really, there's no malicious intent here where they want to come in and make you stay up all night and put you in 9 swords. If anything, it's the reverse. They feel like you're going to do that to them, right? Okay. How do they feel? What do they think? I mean, I know how they feel. What do they think? 6 of Wands, when they think about you, yeah. I mean, Victor, they think you're great. They think you're terrific. They think you're too good to be true, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I get this occasionally in the Leo soap opera. They feel like you're talking a big game, but you're talking about 6 wands, but you might only have 4 or 5. Just looking at it from a number standpoint, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? You're talking about you got 6 Cadillacs. You probably only got 1, maybe. Kind of a thing. They're not sure. Okay, all right. I don't know. What else? The Ace of Swords. Again, it's what I said. They think you're truthful, but you exaggerate. And for this person, strangely enough, the exaggeration isn't seen as a lie or deception. Why? Because they themselves exaggerate their whole fucking life. This isn't real. It's bought. We gave the kids each a 20, and we gave her enough to get a Fendi purse. It's all bought. Right? She's going to be happy as long as the funds keep, or he, it could go either way, going to be happy as long as the funds keep coming in. And the kids are going to be great until the 20s run out. I mean, it's so they don't ding you for exaggeration, is what I'm saying, because they themselves, their whole life is a big exaggeration trying to keep up appearances. It's fucking awesome. This is the psychology in the Leo soap opera. I swear, I should start a whole blog or a section in my own blog called the Leo Soap Opera and just talk about psychology all day. Just type and type and type. Okay. What's the potential final outcome for you? Okay, I'll clarify whatever needs clarifying here. I feel like I need a break. The Queen of Pentacles, the final outcome for you. Look at, it's red with this. Look at the yellow. Look at the yellow. Forward movement, passion, forward movement, forward movement. There's not a lot of passion to it. The final outcome for you is you sitting by yourself in the, I'm going to phrase it this way. I'm going to put my own spin on it. The final outcome for you is you sitting alone in the woods, maybe with sticks in your hair like the other deck, right? I think the light seer or whatever. Somebody got sticks in their hair. You're sitting alone in the woods. This person's afraid to come towards you. They don't want to know if you're exaggerating too. They want to assume that you're right and you got 6 Cadillacs. They want to assume you're right. They get the urge to come towards you all the time. Maybe that's what you need to know here in February 2026. Maybe that makes you a lot happier because you're very happy. This is a very content energy. Maybe you're content just knowing, look, I know it's been a while for some of you in this connection. Look, I know. It's the same energy I've been getting since I got here. And I got here about 5 years ago to you two. So I know, right? It's crazy. I hadn't even planned on staying this long. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here. But I'm here. Because the soulmate cycle is getting even more interesting now. But before I got here for the first year or so of this soulmate cycle, I was pulling on it. I was studying it and making notes, and it's the same energy that's been here the whole time. And I know it's been a while. For some of you, you had a soul recognition with this person back in 2020, for fuck's sake. Or the end of 2019 even. They still get the urge to do something like a tweet, right? I don't know. They do. And if that makes you feel better, great. But they're not coming towards you because they got a bought fantasy that they're living in. It's bought and paid for. I'll be honest with you. If I read the energy right, which I think I am, those 20s that they're giving the kids and however the 100s that they're giving the other person and the other adults or whatever, it's running thin. It's getting thin. All right? So hang in there. But maybe you need to know this. There's a very content energy here. Maybe this is something you need to know. And they really do see you this way. I get this a lot for you. You know, there's a lot of mad respect here. I think they don't want to know on some level that you're exaggerating, but they wouldn't care if you were. Because they themselves do it, like I said. Let's clarify. I've got the witches here. Okay? Let's see what they want to say to you. Let's just get to it. What do they want to say to you? When they get these urges, when they get big wood, what do they want to do? Jesus. Hit you with their stick, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what we get here. Massive amount of blue. All I'm drawn to is the blue here, not the 8 dildos. The blue. I mean, it's unreal. Look at this. You saw it, right? It flew out. You saw it. That was on camera. I'm not going to touch it. We're going to leave it. But you can see one of them is the 10 of Cups, can't you? Right? You can see one of them is the 10 of Cups. King of Cups is crossing when we stop that. King of Cups is crossing. These 3 flew out. 4. Oh, there's 4 of them. Oh, I love it. Now, we take it and we flip it and we go. 6 of Cups. They want the 5 of Swords, the Empress, and the 10 of Cups. What would they say to you? They want to tell you that you're right, that you were right, that I'm just going to riff on the energy because these flew out. I mean, it's unreal, and it's wild that the 10 of Cups is here because the 10 of Cups is this thing we've been talking about, right? Same. It's just a close-up. It's the same thing, but it's more of a close-up. These are the same 2 kids getting the 20 each. These are the same 2 people here. You know, it is. It's just a close-up. They want to tell you how much, I'll riff on the energy. They want to tell you how much they fucked up, how much they messed up in the past. And they know that they stabbed themselves in the foot. They know that they cheated themselves out of something. They know that they missed out on something by not telling you how they feel, or for some of you, even reaching out to you, even saying something to you. For some of you, there was some sort of event that happened. Something happened that brought you 2 together. I don't mean event. I mean, it might have been an event, but you know what I'm saying. Somebody mentioned you each in a tweet together, something like that. You know, something along those lines. Something happened for some of you to bring you 2 together. And they didn't do anything. They didn't make a move. You may have even made a move. They didn't make a move. They regret that, for those of you that that applies to. For the rest of you, somebody here, again, I think that's why they shut it down, because they know that if they reach out, they're going to spill their guts. They're going to spill their guts to you about their entire phony-ass fucking fantasy life, and they want to bitch about the person that they're with. If they're in a marriage that's toxic, they want to bitch about that person. They know they'd say too much if they talk to you. Plain and simple. Unbelievable. They tell you how they felt. And they'd probably fucking want to continue to talk to you going forward. Let's pull on the Queen of Pentacles. Let's go. Let's pull on your final outcome. It's red with the Nine of Pentacles, which I'll clarify if I have to. I'm not worried about these. I get it. Look, you and I both know you don't have 6 Cadillacs. It's fine. It's cool. They don't care that you don't have 6 Cadillacs. All right? They don't care. They're kind of gauging your success level for some of you, for a couple of you watching. This person might be more successful than you. This is just for a couple of you. But I know it'll make that, I can feel that energy, I can feel the static, and I know it might make you feel better. And everybody matters. So even if this is just for 2 people, let me just say this. It's okay? Because it might make you feel better. This is, for those 2 of you, or maybe 3, this person is higher status than you. They have more money. They might be like a celebrity type, or they might be like the best lawyer at their firm, or whatever. And they know that you have less than they do, but you talk a game like you don't. You know, you do the 6 Cadillac exaggeration. It's a bit of, they don't care about that. They're aware you don't. They gauge it on the fact that you seem to have the internet. You seem to have, I mentioned it earlier as a joke, you have the internet. You can't be doing that bad. You're paying for that. You have things. It's sort of like the way my dad used to gauge how I was doing, right? He didn't want to know, he didn't want to ask questions about businesses or anything. But if my mom would get worried that I was, so far from home and stuff like that, my dad would always say, well, he's had the same phone number for 6 years. He must be doing all right. That's a simple sort of way of gauging that I'm okay, because I've had the same phone number for 6 years. I can't be living behind a 7-Eleven in a box. That kind of a thing. It's sort of how in that scenario, this person looks at you. Okay? For the couple of you where that matters. So they know you're not on their level, but they don't care. You're high enough up or doing well enough that, they'd probably tell you in that case that you don't have to exaggerate so much. It's fine. They like you anyway. That kind of a thing. Here we go. It's like that old song, you didn't have to be so nice, I would have liked you anyway. Isn't that a lyric from an old song that's out there or something like that? It's something like that, that kind of a thing. Well, you didn't have to say you had 6 Cadillacs, I would have liked you anyway. Right? So that's for a few of you, where this person is higher up in status than you. For the rest of you, their whole status thing, even if they are higher up in status, for that few of you, their happiness is the illusion. Their happiness is the fake, the fairy tale, if you will. So keep that in mind. And for the rest of you, it's all bullshit on their side. It really is. I think for all of you, the incoming energy is a deeply unhappy person. And you make them happy. They wish they could join you in that garden with your little falcon, right? Which, based on the size of it, is probably a kestrel. A merlin at best. All right, here we go. Which is the next size up. All right, Queen of Pentacles. What do we get? Here we go. Final outcome for you. It's crossed by the sun. It's what I told you. It feels happy. It feels content. The sun is out. I can see the yellow, and the sun is crossing it. I think it does your heart good to know that this person still gets up sometimes and says, I'm going to reach out to Steve's viewer. Or they think they might be reading your tweets or your twats, and they want to tweet, they want to like something or whatever. But then they're afraid you'll see that, and then they'll know that you'll know that they're there, and that for some reason hurts this person's ego for whatever reason. Okay? What's on top? The Chariot. Why is that here? Well, this is Cancerian energy. Sometimes it represents the soulmate cycle for me. In this case, it's representing some sort of Distance. I'm not sure what that means. Why is that here? 10 swords. Oh, okay. This is for a few of you. I've already given you the final outcome. The universe is like, the energy seems to be sparsing out this reading. Okay? Because you all have a different story. I assume you're not all dealing with the same person. That'd be fucking awkward. Right? Okay, so, oh my God, oh my God, me too. Right? No, none of that. So, the energy seems to be sparsing things out. So, again, this is something, I've already given you the final outcome. In general, it feels good. Probably just to know this. Take that. And let that be something, that you're still something. You were right about this connection. It's powerful. It's the fucking shit. You were right. Know that and apply how being right feels to other things that you're using your intuition for and to pick up on. Okay? Now, for one or two of you, you think that the reason this is just, again, one or two, the energy is dividing this out. This is all this is for. You think that the reason this thing is dead in the water and doesn't go anywhere is because there's distance between you two. You live in Omaha and they live in Tokyo or London or some shit like that. Okay? It's fine. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. But even if, let me pull the bridging energy. Yeah. You're going to find out that that's not the case. All right? Or you're finding out now it's a message of change. It's a Knight of Swords. You're not right about that. It's not because of the distance. It's because of, it might be dead in the water because of something that was misinterpreted, something that was said and misinterpreted. This can happen when you're at a distance, when you're in different countries. This happens all the time with me on these videos. I'm talking some sort of, well, I'd say English, but an English teacher might disagree with me. I'm speaking some language here. But sometimes some of the things I say get interpreted differently in different countries, you know. I once offended somebody from, where the hell was it? Oh, God, I can't even think of it. It's one of those, I think it was the Czech Republic or somewhere like that. I offended somebody by saying something. And it was an honest thing. I just had to correct it a little bit and sort of translate it back down. Oh, here's what I mean. So there's some sort of lost in translation here. It's not the physical distance. It's something got lost in translation. For a couple of you, even deeper, it was just the lost in translation. All right? You feel like there's a distance between you because you're unaware of the fact that they misinterpreted something you said. That's all. Okay? So keep that in mind. You might get an opportunity to fix that. All right? If that's you. It's probably just for a few of you. The universe really wanted to split this reading up into little energetic pieces. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. All right? One card, the crossing card. I don't need the 9 of Pentacles. I know you're doing great. All right? I know you're doing fine. Here we go. Let's see where we're at. One card, the crossing card. What do you want to tell my people? Three of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. Hang in there. It's the final message to you. I'm just for all of you. Hang in there. This thing is still alive. It's still going. It's still kicking. You're still a thing. I don't know how else to put it. Hang in there. Try not to get frustrated with it. Actually, in the cards. In the cards. It is minor arcana. It is up to some free will. But I think the free will aspect is the decisions each side makes at a given point in time. It's just slowing it down. There's an inevitability here. It's very, very clear. There's an inevitability here of this happening. See? Look, underneath that, hang in there. Look, celebration. There's an inevitability here. You and this person are not done. Either in this lifetime or it could be the next one. I can't tell. I'm just pulling on a soul connection. Those are eternal. Okay? So, you're not done. All right? So, take it for what it's worth to you. But hopefully, at the end of the day, it makes you feel content. All right? Relax. Sit down in the woods. Put some sticks in your hair. Get yourself a little throne. Set it down. Make sure you're not on any hunting paths. All right? Make sure, hey, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, at a distance, that crown looks, and the sticks in your hair look like a deer, look like a set of antlers. You'll have some arrows or some 30-06 bullets coming at you in about 5 seconds, right? Just sit down, relax, not on a hunting trail, and make sure you're watching Steve Love Tarot on your pentacle there. All right, be cool. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.